Hey guys, it's Tim, LPP here, and I wanted to come up with the next installment of Cop to Locksmith, the vlog. I hope y'all are doing great today. And today I wanted to talk about the resume. Last time I talked about, just kind of an update of what's going on with me personally, but also how just cold emailing different locksmiths has really worked out to my advantage. And you hear about stuff like having a resume and having that ready to go, and I was caught unprepared. I've worked for the same police agency for 13 years. The only other job, like all of my jobs in my adult life, I have worked for a matter of years. Since I was 18, well, let's see, I only worked part-time from the time I was 18 to the time I was 20. Since I was 20 years old, I've had 3 full-time jobs. They have all overlapped in years, but the shortest amount of time I worked any of those jobs was for 3 years. 3 years at one place. The other place was 10 years and then 13 years now. So, that's a pretty good work history, and I understand not everybody has that. And so I can see where doing resumes would be kind of daunting. And you might be nervous about putting out resumes. There are people out there who will help you with writing a resume. And there are templates that you can get, either online services or you can just get like a word processor template and plug in the information if you know it. But there are people out there who will help you polish, and all you got to do is just ask. Post it over on Reddit. I'm sure there's a couple subreddits over there where people would help you with that. You can ask on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you're on. Ask people that you know to help you develop your resume. Because if you're looking for a job, you don't want to be caught off guard without a resume. Again, I'm lucky because I have a really good memory for dates and times and locations, and I've taken technical writing classes in college, so I know how to complete that and how to write it and make sense. When you write your resume, you want to focus on a couple things. You want to focus on yourself. It is your time to brag. Detail out what it was you did at each of your jobs. Under like the skills section on your resume, you want to list all of the skills that apply to you doing this job. So if you're looking for a locksmith job, you want to be able to say, okay, I have the ability to pick Schlage and Quickset and Yale and Master Lock. I can do that quickly without damage. I know how to repin. I know how to, cut keys from code, how to duplicate keys. I can pin cylinders to a master key system. I have some experience with impressioning keys. And, I did all this and listed that on my resume and sent it. And I'm like, I got to thinking after the second or third person asked me for a resume, I started thinking, gee, wouldn't it be great, if I could do this the YouTube lock way, which, for lock sport, we've had this code, if you will, since lock sport started on YouTube. And I think you guys might already be thinking the code that I'm thinking of, but our code is that when you pick a lock as a log sporter for the log sport community, It's really easy to make a video. You hit record and you don't do anything to it until you've got the lock picked and all of the guts out of it sitting on your bench showing that everything was there. Then you stop. We do that why? We do that to keep ourselves honest, because if I take, an ASA cylinder, ASA high security, twin 600 or 6,000 cylinder, and I mount it in the vise, and then the video cuts, and boom, all of a sudden it's picked. You guys aren't going to believe that. You're going to call me out on it. At least I hope you would. But, you have to have that proof that you did it. So I got to thinking, wouldn't it be cool to have a video resume? And this is something that that I may actually still work on. Even though I've got interviews and job options coming open, wouldn't it be cool to sit down in the shop one day and do a video resume of A to Z locksmithing skills? Show the basics of picking a lock, then show that I can rekey it, and show that I can take a broken lock and figure out what's wrong with it, repair it, and put it back together and have it working again. Make a video of, master keying several cylinders and pinning them, cutting keys for them. Just all kinds of stuff like that. It would be so cool to have just a YouTube playlist that you can include as a link in these emails that you send out to people, and say, attached is my written resume, also included as a link to my video resume. And just have a playlist of the locksmithing skills that you do have. Because if you want to get into this and you're not starting out as an apprentice level, or you don't have somebody that's been teaching you, all along, like side by side how to do stuff, and basically the way I've been doing it, which is watching videos, interacting with locksmiths from all over the country and all over the world, doing stuff on live, getting live advice in the chat, and then figuring it out from there. Stuff like that, yeah, that's great, but you don't want to have a potential employer and say, oh, go check out my channel. They're not going to know what to look for. So sit down and make specific videos on specific tasks and skills that are going to be useful as a locksmith. So, put all that together. Show that you know how to do it. I can sit here and tell you that I know how to do something until kingdom come. You have no way to prove that I know how to do it until you watch me actually try. So if you're looking at getting into locksmithing and you're on YouTube, go ahead today and start working on your video resume. Skills that you are comfortable with. Make a short, quick video of doing it. Picking a lock, rekeying a lock, cutting keys, duplicating or originating keys, impressioning. If you're okay at impressioning, make a video of doing that. Make a video of installing a deadbolt on a door. Stuff like that. I've been thinking about it this whole past week. That would be so valuable, because every single locksmith that I have talked to over the phone so far has asked me, so what do you know about locksmithing? And I've been able to say a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of accurate information based on what I know. But until they see me do it, they have no clue whether or not I've just been watching videos and picking up terminology. I mean, obviously they know that I know something because I already have my license, which that is an advantage, by the way. If you live in a licensing state and you're able to get your license before you go put in for a job, do it. Because that is the one thing that all of these locksmiths have told me. You have your license already. That is 10 steps ahead of every single other person that I get an email from wanting a job. So do that. Get your license together. Get your video resume together to show that you know what you're talking about. And then send your emails out into the world. See what comes back. So Anyway, guys, I will do another installment. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay out of trouble. We'll see you next time.